Welcome to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. We are the Dimension. Hey guys, welcome back again in Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another unbox. Well, I've already taken the box. I already disposed of the box. We had a little recording issue, so I am re-recording these videos all over again because I don't want you guys annoyed by any kind of weird echoes or crazy sound issues. So here we are, we're doing it all over again. This time around, we're talking about Marvel Legends. We're talking about the What If wave. This time around, we're talking about Zombie Hunter Peter Parker. Now, in case you don't know what if is, it's in the name, guys. What if? What if this happened instead of that? What if there was a zombie virus that broke out? And what if the Avengers were the first line of defense and the first line of defense to be taken out? That's where we're at. That brings us into the what if. There was a what if comic book series years ago about an omnipotent being known as the Watcher who would view different timelines and multiverses and see these various stories unfold in very unique fashion. Always watching, never interfering, at least so far. So, we have the Disney Plus Marvel What If series. Now, this is a one-off series, but I heard they got greenlit for a second season, so that's going to be interesting. Now, in this particular episode, there was a zombie outbreak. The Avengers were the first ones to be taken out, and now most of the world is filled with zombies, with the small exception of a few ragtag outcasts who are trying to find a cure. Chief among them is Peter Parker. That's right, we get Tom Holland's Peter Parker is one of the lone survivors who, probably because of his Spidey sense, let's be honest, he is leading a group of outcasts to try and find a cure. Now, I really like this take on him. Let's go to dual view so you guys can get a nice, good look at him. I mean, they did a very good, cool, animated take on Tom Holland's Peter Parker. They went with a lighter tone on the suit, and I like the darker outlines that they did on here. They gave him more Iron Spider like web shooter gauntlets right here. I really like that. Got the red spider emblem right there. Everything really pops on him. We even have stained blood on his boots, because obviously, and on his outfit right here, on the leg, the upper part of his uniform right here. Because, I mean, obviously he is battling zombies. Now, of course, he does come with an alternate head. We get his Spidey head, of course. Pop that on. And there we go. We get a very classic looking spider head. Let me just push this down a little bit further. It's the fun part getting the heads back on, right? Well, he just lost his head. There we go. We got it on there now. I love we get our this is our basic Spidey. We get the full crunch right here. We got that hinge right there. It's an awesome figure. He comes with a bunch of hands. He comes in the package. He's got his thwip hands for web shooting. We also get some alternate hands here. We get some fists, so you can alternate them or have him in a full fighting pose. Now, in case you're wondering, wait, he's got a cape. Yes, he does. Just like in Avengers Infinity War, we have Doctor Strange's cape, which after Doctor Strange's bit, it kind of goes to him to protect Peter. The cape knows who to protect. Now, unfortunately, the cape does not sit on Peter that well. Comes right off. But if you have him in more of a standing position, obviously, if we do something like this is what I've been doing with him. Kind of holding him upright. I'll show you what I mean. We can have him in that pose. Or I might add one of the extension arms to my stand here so we could have him raised up so it looks like more like he's properly flying, you know? But for right now, I mean, the detail they did on the cape, it's, you know, it's your hard plastic. It does have a little bit of bend. the detail that they did on here, if I can get that to focus, the detail on the cape is amazing, guys. Just amazing. We get the little brass gold accents right here. It would have been cool if we would have had a wire on here to kind of like, I don't know, close it in a little bit tighter so it would fit on him a little bit better. Or maybe even a little, I know this would cost more, but a small magnet embedded inside his torso and another very small magnet on here so that it was magnetized to him. Something like that would be pretty cool. It would keep the cape on. I'm going to reach out to a few people to see if they have any fixes for this. Because, I mean, by himself, he's a very awesome figure. But the cape just adds so much to it, you know? Now, what do I prefer? Do I prefer the Spidey mask or the Peter head? The Peter head is, and I'm sure I'm going to get jokes about that. I mean, it's a very good head. It's a cartoon likeness. They've done tremendous jobs with the cartoon likenesses, as you'll see in other videos that I'm doing on this series. But they did a tremendous job on here. I mean, I like the much lighter blue that they went with here. It pops. It really does. It gives another dimension and look to it. The joints on here, everything is fantastic. Everything is awesome. You know, I'm not too sure how I'm going to pose him just yet, but this is an awesome figure. All the details, I mean, you can look at the details all day long. They knocked this out of the park, in my opinion. The only downside is how the cape doesn't stay on him. I would have liked that, you know? I really would. But there we are, guys. A quick video on the unbox of this. Now, what are my thoughts on here? Scale 1 to 10. How do I rate him? I love Spider-Man. I really do. I mean, you guys can see I have a whole shelf of Spideys up there. But honestly, I gotta rate him around 8.5 to a 9 at best. If the cape would have been a little bit more, like if it could conform to him a little bit better, then just slide right off, you know, it would be much better. I mean, yes, I can have him on the stand like this. It works. It's a thing I could do. It still works pretty damn well. But it just would have been nice if I could pose him in different ways without having to worry about that sliding off. Could I tap it with a little bit of, like, maybe a little, I don't know, a little Velcro piece? Something small like that? I guess. Or if there's a way to line this with a wire on the inside, so I can kind of bend it almost like a twist tie or something. Or what we see sometimes in soft good capes. There's a little metal wire to kind of shape it. Something like that would have been pretty awesome. But I get it. You know, they're going with a certain method. And, you know, it works to an extent. So there we are, guys. I really like this because I'm a big Spidey fan. And I love the What If wave. And I love that episode, the zombie episode. It's my favorite out of the whole series. At least so far. But there we are, guys. Should you get this? Yes, if you're a Spidey fan, you got to get him. If you're a What If fan, you got to get him. Are you a completionist? Then definitely you got to complete your series, right? But you can't go wrong with this. It's an amazing figure. We get two heads. We get the Peter Parker head. We get the Spidey head. We get alternate hands. We get a cape. What more could you ask for? Especially for such a limited run series. And we get that episode devoted to him. So, not just devoted to him, but the storyline. And it's great companion piece to go with Zombie Cap. You know, you could do some scenes where they're battling each other, or Peter's trying to escape him. Even better. So there we are, guys. A very quick video. If you guys liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. If you want to reach out to me, there is my Instagram at Dave's Dimension. Actually, it's Dave's_Dimension. I gotta correct that. We have Twitter, Dimensions Dave's. And you guys can also, if you want to contribute to the channel, there's a Cash App to help support the channel so we can keep making more amazing content through the pipeline. And as always, guys, I want to thank you for being a part of the Dimension. Two things, you know what I'm going to say. I want to say keep on busting, and I will always catch you on the flip side.